Hi, everybody. Welcome to the course calendar assignment. And this is a really good assignment for you to kind of get your feet wet, get introduced to what planning looks like for a teacher. One of the most important elements that we will do as a social studies teacher, whether you're in middle school, you're in high school, is planning out what we're going to be doing over the course of the academic year. And when we think about schools, we have a 36-week school year, basically, right? Those are two 18-week semesters, four 9-week quarters. 180 days. But we really don't get 180 days of planning. If you think about it, we have things like final exams, assemblies that are going to happen, standardized testing that's going to happen, and service days. All these items are going to start to pop in there. They're going to start to chop off days from our school year. We're going to end up with about 150, 160, depending on the district you're in, how often your students are in the classroom. Some do a better job than others. And snow days. How many snow days do you have? Are you going to miss snow days? And if you thought you loved snow days as a student, wait till you start teaching. Anyway, going into the actual assignment itself, I touched on this a little bit earlier at the beginning of the video, but it really is important to analyze and plan your time accordingly during the school year. And even when it's planned accordingly, you're still going to find days where maybe only half of your class is there, or you really can't teach the lesson because there's just not enough students for whatever reason in the classroom. This is why this planning is so important, because we have so many standards we have to cover for the Ohio Department of Education. So it's important when you create this calendar to make sure you're hitting all of those standards as well. So what you're going to do here for this specific assignment, pick a specific course that you would like, whether that's, for instance, in the example I provided here, 8th grade American history, it could be 7th grade world history, whatever that is. And then using the social studies standards for the state, you're going to build a Google Calendar organized by weeks that are going to demonstrate your planning for the academic year. It also will provide you specific textbooks by grade level in Blackboard, which you can utilize for this specific assignment. Other thing I wanted to make sure I get across to you is this right here, and that is there is no right or wrong calendar here. You want to make sure we cover the standards. That's very, very important. But there's nothing, if you want to take a week on Rome or you want to take 3 weeks on Rome or Greece, for instance, it doesn't matter. But you have to find a way to make sure that it all fits in that schedule for the academic year. Because if you spend 3 weeks on Rome, well, then you're probably going to have to cut some time from something else moving forward. And that's just the nature of the beast when we get into teaching itself. Now, for this assignment, please make sure you use Google Calendar. I'm going to do a little couple-minute tutorial, probably about a 5-minute tutorial here in this video as well. Make sure you utilize Google Calendar because you're going to have to share this with me. Now, the dates of the calendar should be the academic calendar from which the school district is that you are currently in. Find their academic calendar online. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. Go find it, and then you're going to build your calendar as if you were teaching for the entire 2021 academic year. You can see here the different colors that are being required. I'll go more over that here in a minute with the tutorial portion of the video as well. Now, to submit, you're going to have to do this in a couple different ways. Number one, you're going to submit a one-page double-spaced paper basically explaining your choices in the calendar. What was left in, what was left out. Did you get to it all? Did you didn't? How did you make those decisions on what needed to be taught, what didn't need to be taught, and how much time was spent? Which content is most important, least important? And then I would like you to include a bullet listing on page 2, not part of the one-page paper, on page 2 of the names of your units and the chapters that are covered there. So that's basically how this is going to work here. I'm going to be evaluating you on, does it fit? Did you get as much as you could in? Does it make sense? Is the ODE standards represented in here? Is the sequencing something that is real and tangible, or is this kind of pie in the sky stuff? I know you're not in the classroom teaching every day yet, but it does make a difference. I just want to see the strategic planning in there. And then could you share the calendar publicly? Now, there's a little bit of caveat there, which we're going to talk about what the calendar looks like when it's shared publicly versus privately. So you're going to have to share that paper, or excuse me, not the paper, the calendar with me privately. This portion of the video is going to really be kind of a little tutorial for you just to see how to create your Google Calendar. Now, you're going to notice once you're in there, make sure you use your Ashland account. Make sure you're signed into your AU email and all that stuff for your calendar. And you're going to notice down here, I have some calendars as well. Now, once you create a calendar, to do that, you just simply go to My Calendars, or actually the other calendars down here, and you hit the plus, and then you would go and create a new calendar. Now, when you do that, you're just going to give it a name, create calendar, and it will appear for you if you have not already utilized Google Calendar. You'll notice when you come over to the right-hand side, you can also change the colors. You can do some different types of settings and sharing, which we'll get into in a moment. And you can really title it, or excuse me, color it anything you want. I usually go with graphite because you're going to notice we're going to change the colors as we move through anyway. So I'm just going to utilize my example calendar that I have for you here. And moving back, you're going to notice a couple different things. First of all, each day of instruction in the unit should be titled and colored banana. Also, in the description box, make sure you enter the chapters covered in the unit. So when I go back to my calendar, you're going to notice I put in an example here of Ancient World in Rome, Unit 1. And when I click on that, you're going to see right down here I have my chapters and I have my days. And to do that, it's very simple. You just simply double click in the box that you would like to start, add your title. So we'll just say Rome again. Now notice down here you can change the event color. That's where you would go and select the banana option. So just to kind of show you this one more time back here, we're going to discard our changes. When I enter this, notice I have this changed. My event color is banana. So that's what you will do for the individual units. You will change the color to banana, have your title. Now notice I stretched it out for the whole week, right? So you don't need to do every individual day one by one by one. That would take too much time. It's unnecessary. You can just simply select the entire date frame, time frame in which you would like to utilize that. Now, days with end of unit exams should be labeled unit exam and then colored basil. So again, going back to my calendar, here's my unit 1 exam. I decided I'm going to use 9 school days, on this unit. And here's my unit 1 exam. And all I do is just go in, double click. When I enter the name, unit 1 exam, I just go to the change of color and I select the basil option. I hit save, and here's my unit 1 exam. And then unit 2 would start here, for instance. Again, it's up to you. There's no right or wrong, however you would like to do this. The last 4 days of each semester should be labeled for midterms and final exams. The example I have in here, I'm going to scroll all the way down to June. And you'll notice right here, I have the last 4 days. We're going to pretend this is the last week of the semester. These are for final exams. Again, choose your dates. Come here to select event color, and you would select the grape option for your final exams. The next item I would like you to please label is the first and last day of each quarter, and you're going to color those peacock. So we scroll back to January. Notice here's the beginning of my first quarter. I just used January as the example. Again, you would just go in and double click on the day, enter quarter 1, select the peacock option, and now you have 2 quarter 1s. I'm going to go ahead and delete one of these just so you can see that. But now you have your quarter 1. You're going to do the same thing for semester 1, but instead of coloring it peacock, you're going to color it graphite. So you're going to notice I have my semester 1 right here, and my color is graphite. Boom. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The only other thing I would like you to please identify on here are holidays, breaks, and in-service days, and color them tomato. So for instance, Martin Luther King Day, holiday, no school. Notice I go in, I type in the holiday, and I enter the tomato option. Now you can have 2 choices on this. You can utilize your school district's calendar because you're going to want to put in breaks, whether that's a winter break, spring break, Easter break, Thanksgiving break. And then in Google here, if you go to the other calendars and plus option, it actually gives you a calendar for holidays in the United States, which is pretty cool because it gets, like, for instance, President's Day, right? Like, you're not going to have school on President's Day. So what I would do, just double click my day, President's Day. Make sure I select tomato because that's a holiday. And now I have that there, and I can just simply select my holidays in the United States calendar, and it will go off of my screen. So that's what I really want you to do. I want you to do that for the entire academic year. Okay? When you submit this, now you're going to have to do something a little bit differently because what happens is this. So I'm going to go to my settings, So in my settings, as I mentioned, what happens is if you get the shareable link, when you publish this, it'll only come up in one color. It's like a bluish color, which is fine if you're putting up a calendar for like assignments and stuff or due dates. But it won't work if you share it with me because I won't be able to see all of the dates, or excuse me, not the dates, but the colors. When you share this into your discussion forum, you utilize the shareable link. But to share it with me, you have to physically add me. Make sure it's available to the public, and then add people. Put my name in there, and then make sure you put make changes and manage sharing option when you do that. This will send me an email, my AU email. You have to make sure you have make changes and manage sharing. That way I can see your color coding. The color coding is only available privately between people that have the shared calendar. Publicly shared online will just be the blue color, as I mentioned. So that's how you'll create your calendar. Do that throughout the entire year. You'll notice in Blackboard, I have provided for you some different examples of textbooks as well. You have your NCSS, National Council of Social Studies, for Social Studies standards, and then your ODE standards. So you're going to notice some of the textbooks, they kind of have it already laid out for you by unit, but that doesn't mean that's what you have to do. Maybe you want to give an exam after every chapter. Maybe you don't. That's going to be up to you. But notice, 17 chapters, and you have 36 weeks. Which really isn't 36 weeks, right? So how do we plan that 17 chapters in 33 weeks? What does that look like? How much time do we give to one or the other? And you'll notice as well, it's kind of going to depend. You go to the 8th grade U.S. history. You can open up the high school American history. And you'll see there's tons of these books online available, right? But look at our 8th grade history textbook. We have 20 chapters. That's a lot, right? We get to our grade 10. They've got it broken down by units as well, but look, they have 18 chapters. So how are you going to differentiate that? And don't feel like you have to utilize the units that they have already pre-selected. You feel free to do whatever it is that you want. So hopefully this helps you out here with the tutorial and such. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. But remember, when you share this with me in your settings and sharing, make sure that you get that shareable link to put in the discussion forum. You're also going to put the shareable link into the paper that you submit. That's because I want to see that you can share the calendar publicly. But for the graded portion of the calendar itself, go to share with specific people, enter my email address, and make sure you select the make changes and manage sharing option. All right. If you have any questions about this assignment, please feel free, reach out. Let me know. No problem whatsoever. Get started early. It'll take you more time than you think, but don't just slap the content in there and make up your calendar. Take time. Think about what you specifically want to stress, and also look at your standards. What does the ODE stress? All right. Any questions? Reach out. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing your calendars.